Dumb
and weird.
podcast.
It's like I really started thinking about it. It's like I started partying when I was in college more than anything. Like we went to parties when we were in high school, but it's really when we went into college and I started like meeting new people and started hanging out with them that I actually started partying because no one was like really caring what I was doing. I was like 19 years old, 20 years old at the time, and you'd get a case of beer and a couple of 40 ounces, strap them to your hands, and just go with it.
Yeah, and
Edward
people.
40 hands.
Yeah, and people don't do shit like I haven't done shit like that since I was like 25 or 26 years old. You know, I mean, my transition from high school to college wasn't really a big one. I think the biggest difference was there was a lot more freedom because my buddy went to West Georgia,
Yeah.
and at the time I wasn't really doing anything with my life. When I first graduated high school, for the first semester, I didn't go to college. I was working at a pizza place making pizzas, you know?
Oh, I remember this story.
Yeah. And then he just invited me. He would invite me down. And one time I went down there and I don't know. It was just like, that was the first time I'd ever been to a fraternity party and all that. We went to West Georgia, went to a fraternity party, and like they had kegs and shit and got really fucking drunk, and some girl stuck her tongue down my throat after I did a keg stand, and then I went in a room with that girl. Don't know what the fuck we did because I was really drunk, but I remember like I sobered up a little bit. We walked to McDonald's, and when we were sitting there in line, this cute like goth girl was there, and she looks at me and goes, "Hey, what do you think about my navel?" And I'm like, "Your belly button?" She's like, "Yeah, you like it?" And I'm like, "I guess." She's like, "You want to lick it?" And I was like, "Sure." And I just licked her fucking belly button. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, some of the stories that I've told about growing up in high school and college, some people think I'm making them up, you know, and it's just like, well, no, I'm not making them up. I mean, I have so many people that can confirm those stories. It's just like, they were just crazy. I mean, we had a party in high school when I was a senior at my buddy Eric's house. And, you know, it was a rager.
Yeah.
And his family, I don't even know if his family even knew that we had such a huge party downstairs. And the cops showed up again. And, like, when they found out the cops were coming, people all of a sudden became, like, you know, Olympic athletes all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
like I knew a guy, like, when they found the cops were coming, my buddy grabbed a bamboo stick and did a pole vault over the fucking fence and, like, ran into the woods. Another guy fucking sprinted at full speed. Like, you'd swear to God, it was like the Olympics or something.
Yeah.
You know? I saw a girl fucking swimming in the pool, trying to get out of the pool. Man, she was going so fast. I think she broke her own fucking record, you know? And it's just like,
Why run around the pool when you could swim through it?
Yeah, swim through it. And I'll never forget, the cop came in there, saw beer pong set up in the underneath the porch, and saw everybody like drinking, and he goes, "You guys aren't going anywhere, are you?" And we're like, "No." And he's just like, "Keep it that way," and he just left. And we just went right back to what we were doing before.
He's probably about, like right about done with his shift, and he's like, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. I mean, there was another situation where the cops came, and it was just a small party at Eric's house. I mean, we got drunk in the basement off of wine and, like, stuff, and because, you know, that's what you had to do when you're a teenager. You just found whatever alcohol you could find.
Yeah, it's like the Mad Dog 2020s.
Yeah.
It's like it's trash.
The cops showed up, and I went into the back room, and I was crossfaded. I was, like, high, and I was drunk. I was 17 at the time.
Yeah.
And I went into the other room, and I didn't know the cops were in there. And I remember, like, walking out there, hearing somebody talk, and I kind of just step out and, like, look. The cops didn't see me, but my friend was like... And so I just kind of, like, moved back, and I just kind of stood there and listened. And the cops were fucking leaving. But then my friend Phil was like, "Question." And, like, I remember my friend Murphy, I saw him, he was like, "No, please, just let him go."
Yeah.
And he was just like, he's like, "Question. what's it like doing your type of job? And like, I was just like sitting there, I was like, oh my God, Phil, stop. And like,
Right.
they just kept talking to him. And then finally they left. And I remember my friend Murphy was like, Phil, you are a fucking idiot. What is your fucking problem, dude? They were going to leave. Let them fucking leave, man. I was like, they obviously knew we were fucked up. I mean, look at Daniel over there. Daniel was wearing a fucking like a football helmet type thing, and like passed out on the fucking chair. Like they knew we were fucked up. They just didn't do anything about it, you know? And Phil was just pressing his luck, you know? If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to www.dumbcoolweird.com. You'll find our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon link if you want to support us. Also, be sure to check out our merch store. And if you're interested in being on our podcast, you can find a link on our website so you can reach out to us and tell us if you want to talk to us about something that's really weird, dumb, or cool. We'd be glad to hear from you. Hope you will stay tuned for the next weird ass episodes we got. Thank you.